Hi there. Stop scrolling if you fall into any of these categories. About to start treatment for cancer. By treatment, I mean chemotherapy or radiotherapy, or know anyone who's about to embark on that journey, is currently on that journey, or just completed the treatment for cancer. This is just information to help you with some of the questions or doubts that you have. Okay, so just call it your facts or fact checks. All right, it is very understandable. This is a very uncharted territory for all of us. Nobody would say they had a walk in the park when they're going through chemotherapy, and that is just for sure. But that's not to scare you. I believe that you can go through it and you can come out the other side. But whilst you're doing it or about to do it, there's a lot of concerns. Some of them not true, some of them true, some of them, even though true, does not affect everyone the same way. Okay, so loads of, when you open your Google or you talk to anyone, you would see a lot of side effects that have been mentioned, that you would notice or that you would feel. It is consoling to know that not everyone would feel all of the side effects, and not all of the side effects are felt in the same degree. But having said that, you'd say, well, how do I know what degree? You just hope for the best. But that's all I can say. Yeah, but of all of the side effects, there are some that are tolerable, there are some that absolutely, like, you don't even want to feel it, right? And those are the ones that I would concentrate about today. There's a lot of them. Okay, but the major, I would say 99% or 99.9% of people who had gone through chemotherapy or through therapy or going through it is fatigue. Now, fatigue is not your regular tired. People, when you're stressed, when you work a lot, you feel tired, you rest, you recoup. That is not fatigue. That is not the kind of fatigue that you feel when you're undergoing chemotherapy. Now, it is very easy to just crawl under your blanket and never wanting to move or raise a finger when you're going through chemotherapy, and rightly so, it is hard. Okay, but although it might sound counterintuitive, what actually helps with fatigue is exercising. And when I say exercise, I don't mean going to the gym and carrying the weight or any sort of, or running a marathon. For someone who is undergoing chemotherapy or radiotherapy and experiencing fatigue, simple things like just getting out of bed can seem like a lot. However, to help with that feeling, staying in bed is going to only make it worse. So exercise, your yay day of exercise could just be getting out of the bed, walking from your bedroom to your living room and back, and maybe repeating it as many times as possible during the day. That is an exercise for you, and that is doing something. You're reclaiming your energy back. You're reclaiming, gently reclaiming your energy. And what you would notice is that as you continue doing it one step at a time, just increasing the pace, increasing what you can do, and then this is a way to build up your energy. You can pace yourself, like, okay, today I'm able to do this, and tomorrow you build up on that. What can I add on to this? What can I add on to this? But again, you need to listen to your body. All right, so exercise is very, very important. It is how you're teaching your muscles to work again. And when you move your muscles, it sort of wants to expend some energy. Do you know what I mean? So it is important to move. Don't get sucked up into that idea of, I just sit here and get my energy. It's never coming back. If you want to take back your control, you need to move. It would be uncomfortable, it would be difficult, but once you start doing it and start building up on it, as the days go, it gets better. All right, there are other symptoms. Now, depending on the kind of chemotherapy that you are in. I know that a lot of people, there's a lot of media and a lot of portrayal, if that's a word, that people can portray the image of someone who is undergoing chemotherapy, you know, like the lost hair, the lost brow, the lost everything, right? Now, whilst that is true, it depends on the kind of chemotherapy that you're taking. There are different types of chemotherapy. Some you take through intravenous, that they put it through your vein. There are some that are tablets that you take. Depending on what kind of chemotherapy you're taking, you might not even lose your hair at all. And when I did the IV chemotherapy, I lost everything. I lost my hair, everything, including my brows. Any place that you can find hair in the body, it was gone. Like it's not there. Okay, that was scary. That was not nice at all. But right now, I am on oral chemotherapy, and my hair is growing. It's coming back from what it was when I had the intravenous chemotherapy, right? And now there is this technology. It's called a cold cap. Now, cold cap is a technology that was meant to kind of save your hair, your scalp hair from falling, or you know, hair on the head, including the brows. I'm not for or against cold cap. I'm just going to tell you what my experience is, right? So I did the cold cap. I think for 3 sessions. But the side effect that I got from the cold cap was worse than the side effect of the chemotherapy itself. I thought literally, I thought that the cold cap would kill me, because if my brain was frozen, it was as if, like, after chemotherapy, for the first 2 weeks, I can't even open my eyes. I don't want to see any sort of light. I don't want to see any sort of or noise. No, like, I don't want to see or hear anything, you know. And it came with a lot of vomiting, nausea, dizziness. I can't get out of bed. Initially, I thought it was the chemotherapy itself. But when I mentioned the level of the side effect that I was getting, the team was like, oh, hold on a second, I don't think this is the chemotherapy doing this to you. Maybe you should stop the cold cap. And I stopped the cold cap, and the side effect was more tolerable. So instead of 2 weeks instead of 2 weeks of not being able to move at all, maybe in the first 7 days, 5 days after I start gaining some strength and some traction and, you know, feeling human again. All right. But the one that the thing that would I say I was so disappointed at, the thing that pained me the most was the fact that on top of all of these side effects, I still lost the hair. I still lost my hair. So whilst my peripheral, the one on my front hair, was looking like it was okay, like my hair was losing from the inside, and when I eventually cut my hair, it was looking horrible. Like it was not nice. So like I said, if it's something that you want to try, by all means do. But otherwise, if you don't mind, just if you don't mind your hair being flat like the African queen kind of hair, that's okay as well. But what I would say not to do is, just before you start chemotherapy, you don't run off to just go and shave your hair, especially if you have beautiful hair, just because you feel like you're going to lose the hair anyway. You might not. You don't know the kind of chemotherapy that you're going to have. So it's a discussion that you can have with your team before you start. Would this make me lose my hair? What are the side effects and stuff before you get rid of those beautiful hair? And because I've seen it happen, and it was, it's not nice. So before you take any action on that regard, ask questions, ask your team questions. Another thing that we need to stay on top of is hydration. When we talk about hydration, a lot of people don't take it seriously because, like, it's only water, but hydration is key, is very important. It's very important when you're going through treatment. Also, again, depending on the type of treatment you're getting, maybe you're getting intravenous treatments, and then with intravenous treatment they give you some IV as well, like a fluid, to help support the system, to help flush out the end product of the chemotherapy that you're having. But the onus is still on you to drink that water. You got to drink. You need to drink. You need to take, even if it's just sips that you're managing, it's something that you need to do, because it helps to clear your body. That helps to support the liver and the kidney as they break down this toxic, because chemotherapy, radiotherapy, they are toxic. You just don't want it to stay in your body for that long. Flush it out. Flush it with no mercy. Flush it, by all means. Flush it. I love water. I don't want, like, except maybe if I'm putting something like lemon or stuff like that, but I don't like any other thing, or squash or whatever. Instead, I just like my clean water. And drinking a lot of water did help me. Helped with the energy levels as well. It helped with the metabolism. It helped. I could visibly see the kind of intravenous chemotherapy that I had the first few days. It actually discolors your urine, so I could see as I'm drinking and my body is being flushed, how much, how long it takes for it actually to clear my body. Now, a lot of them are not like that. You don't actually see what it is that you're clearing and how much is there. But trust me, drinking water supports your organs to get rid of the excess toxins that chemotherapy does to you. So drink up. Don't wait until it's only hot. Drink up. If you cannot tolerate just water, whatever, fluids, tea, I would say stay away from coffee, because coffee dehydrates you actually. So instead of hydrating you, it dehydrates you. So keep it to non-caffeinated, that's the caffeinated ones, or just normal water would do. People say, oh, juices and stuff. Well, juices, and with cancer, I'm not talking about nutrition in the entirety of it. I'm going to do a video on that. But when we're talking of cancer, really any added sugar is something that you should be staying away from. And even if it's smoothies or like freshly squeezed juice, because you have denatured the way that those things have been made by blending it, it's just going to surge sugar into your system, and you really do not want that to happen. There are a lot of fruits. When I was undergoing intravenous one, that was the one that I found really challenging. Lemon juice or lemon water really did it for me, because again, yeah, whatever works for you, whatever healthy thing that works for you, it's what I would recommend. But by all means, rehydrate yourself. It's very important. Now, there are other side effects, right? I've talked about the fatigue. Other side effects that you would notice, or you might notice, it's the change in your taste and smell. Now, change in the taste, oh yeah, it's difficult. We don't know how much all of these things mean until you actually lose them. Again, with the change in the taste, what helped me was that lemon bit. So I found out that anything that is sweet, I don't want to taste it. Anything that I was more, my taste bud changed to sour, salty. But even with the salty, I'm much careful the amount of salt that goes into the food, because it's literally, what I felt was that the chemotherapy burnt the taste buds of my tongue, and then I would have sores as well on top of that. So that is not nice. So just, yeah, it's something that could happen. There are a lot of things that could help as well. You can talk to your team. There's a mouthwash that could help if you're getting like sores in the mouth. Good oral hygiene as well. You don't have to use hard brush, just mouthwash did help. Mouthwash did help me a lot actually. So yeah, your gum could be sore, the tongue area, like just the buccal cavity generally might suffer. So when that happens, and again, when it comes, that obviously would affect what I eat and how I can eat it. So soft things that's not so hard, was things that I lived on for a long time. So, but my vegetables was fine, like they are soft and they're not that chewy. Fruits as well, like I lived on fruit for a long time. Watermelon, things like watermelon, it gives you the hydration, it gives you a bit of energy, it gives you vitamin C, which is very important as well when you're talking about supporting your body and your immune system to go through the side effects. Yeah, there are other little things, I call them little, but to some people that can actually be very disturbing, depending on, again, on the type of chemotherapy or radiotherapy that you're having. You can notice like brittle nails and black, my nails turned black. I'm not like a nail polish kind of person or nail extension person, but just to cover that up and to maintain my self-image, I was putting nail colors and false nails and stuff like that. So yeah, but these ones are things that you can actually deal with. You can notice dryness in the arm, in the palms, in the feet, in the body generally. And again, good moisturizers and hydration helps me to overcome this. I would say overcome, I would say helps me because it has not completely been overcome. But like I said, these are not the kind of side effects that are bothering. They're not bothersome like that. There is something that I'm going to say, actually two things, which you might think that, oh, what is she on about? But this is real, okay? This is very, very real. When it comes to nutrition, right? Your doctors, they are the worst people that you would ask for advice, because guess what they're going to say? Eat whatever you want. No, don't do that. Do not eat whatever you want. Your body is actively undergoing a lot of stress from the cancer, stress from the chemotherapy, and the last thing that you want to do is not to support it. You need to give it every single arsenal that you have to be able to recuperate, to fight, right? And how do you do that? You cannot give it junks and expect for it to do that for you. No, you have to be intentional in feeding yourself good, supportive, nutritious food. Whilst that can probably, you feel like, oh, I don't have the energy to prepare the food, I don't have the energy to do this and that, I get it. But there are a lot of things that you can put in place. So going shopping or having someone do your shopping for you, it's easy to just get all of those pre-packed foods that you can put in the microwave and eat, but they're not helping in any way. Fruits and vegetables are some things that you can keep around the house. You can snack on them even if you're not feeling very hungry, or you're feeling nauseated, but just find that one that your taste bud accepts. But by all means, do not eat just whatever you want. Do not sit on those chocolates. Do not sit on those highly processed food, because apart from it even giving you problems, it's not giving you, even if you don't believe that it does give problems, it's not giving your body that supportive, nurturing environment that it needs to thrive, to fight, let alone thrive. Yeah, so pay attention to what you're eating. Like, there's a lot of things that I don't like to eat, and I didn't like to eat them, but I have to find a way to eat them because I know what it does for me. I wasn't a berries person. I think berries, maybe strawberry, and that's about it. But now I have to find a way to eat all of the berries. Like, if you see my breakfast bowl, it's berries festival. Like, every berry that you can tell. I'm the girl now that whenever I'm going out and I'm seeing like a tree, especially in the summer, you see a lot of wild fruits. I'm putting up my Google camera and I'm checking, is this edible? And if it's edible, I'm collecting them and I'm taking them home and I'm eating them, because I need my body, and I want to bless my body so that my body can support me. So please, by all means, do not eat just whatever. There's several things that you can see. I think in some of the website, or you can talk to a nurse, you can talk to a nutritionist or a dietitian, whoever. But please, by all means, do not take that advice. I think this advice actually emanated. This is the only rationale that I can give to it. Right, in the days of the chemotherapy, people cannot keep anything down, not even water, like they're looking awful, they are losing a lot of weight, and the doctors just go, just eat whatever you want. And this is what I say, like a coping mechanism, something that just put something into your body sort of, and see if you can keep it down. And over the years, this advice has continued, even though chemotherapy is not what it used to be, or people undergoing chemotherapy. Like I said, there are different sorts, there are all sorts. If you're not tolerating one, they're trying another. So please, throw that advice of eat of whatever you want out the window. You need control, and one of the controls that you definitely need to get is what goes into your body. That one is on you. It's not on the doctors, it's not on the oncologists, it's not on anyone. You're gonna make that decision for yourself, and that one is on you. Just take it from me. Right, then another thing, you're gonna do a drum roll for this one, because you're going to get it a lot. And by all means, it's coming from a good place. It's coming from a good place. They love you and they just want the best for you. Cancer is a scary word for everybody, yourself, the people around you, friends, family. So everyone will be giving you unsolicited advice. Do not take that advice. It's coming from experience, and it's coming from a place of whatever. But don't take that advice. You might ask, well, why should I listen to what you're saying now? Well, because I am undergoing what I'm telling you right now. It is lived by experience as per someone who is conquering stage 4 cancer, and experience from a medical professional background of 15 years. So this information I'm giving, you can do with it whatever you please. But the reason I say do not take people's advice is just because there are different kinds of cancers. There are different kinds of treatments. And most of these people that are giving this advice are lay people, social media, Facebook, YouTube, social media. Like a lot of people, they're just throwing things and throwing research and throwing unconfirmed research here and there. The only thing I'm going to say to you, before you make any decision, before you're taking people out, by all means check out what they're saying. By all means look into it, research it for yourself and all of that. But you see, eat this, don't eat that, take this to flush that, take this chemical, don't take that. It is very dangerous. It can be very, very dangerous, because the cancer that you're trying to take this or that might not be the one that could kill you. It might be the practices that people are suggesting for you based on no what sort of experience whatsoever that would get you dead. So be careful out there on the information that you consume. Be careful. If you're a believer, I believe that the Holy Spirit talks to us. I know how the Holy Spirit communicates with me. Yeah, and there are things that he would tell me to do at some point, and things that he would tell me to do at another point. And some of these things, I'm not saying that they are wrong. It's just that maybe the season or the space that you are at that time is not right for it. But this is a journey that you have to go on yourself, by yourself, with the Holy Spirit, if you're a believer. Okay, it is dangerous to listen and try to inculcate. First of all, you're going to put confusion in your head. Second of all, they don't have all of the facts. There are breast cancer, even if it's the same person who said, oh, this person had breast cancer and this is what they did. There are different scenarios, there are different criteria, there are different things, variables that might not apply to you and it's them. It might not even be the same kind of breast cancer. There are different kinds of breast cancer. Doctor carcinoma in situ, papilloma, HER2 have negative, HER2 positive, HER2 negative, a triple negative. There are so many things. So just be careful out there. That is what I'm going to say. And wishing you all of the best. One of the crucial thing, I probably should have said this from the beginning, that would take you through this journey, whether you're at the beginning, end, we're going right in the middle of it, or just completed it. The most important thing that will get you through it, it's not the people around you, it's not what the doctors are doing or saying, it is you. It is here. It's your mental resilience, positivity. Peg it. Do you know what I mean? If you've listened to my other videos, I would say this all the time. Peg it. Peg means positive expectation of good. Whatever you're doing is going to be for your greatest good. Just have that mindset that I'm going to come out on the other side. Life is more spiritual than it is physical, and what we say or think or do, it more likely shapes us. It shapes us. So build your positive vibe, build your mindset, build your whatever thing. If you're listening to podcasts, listening to music, listening to prayers, whatever it is that would help to bring this mindset here, that is one of the things that would help you to get through. You see those hardest days, and it would come. It's not I'm not trying to scare you, but there are days that will be very, very difficult. Whatever your body is feeling, try not to get it into your mind, into your head. And all the best. I'm wishing us all the best. We will come out on the other side. This channel is dedicated to sharing information, creating awareness whilst I'm going through my own journey, and I'm going to tell you what works and for me, what worked for me, and how I'm doing things. I hope that you have gained some traction or some help with this little video. I will see you again next time. Until then, stay blessed. Bye.